Hello everyone, Mr. Oliver here, and today was not a very good day, but there is a silver lining to this story. Railway Series Thomas arrived. I'm gonna flip that over, I don't need y'all seeing my information. And even then, this still has some issues, so my day hasn't been the best. Basically, my friends were fighting, and me and my friend's spot was taken on the bus. Yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg. This arrived in my state Tuesday. Okay, I figured I'd get it Wednesday. But no. It was supposed to be delivered, but no, it wasn't. Also, I'll be opening this fella up. I will not be keeping it in a box, although that was the original plan. So, I get out. Every now and then, we have a Wednesday where we get out of school a bit early, about an hour and 30 minutes, and for said hour, yeah, we drove around to 2 post offices asking, oh, do you have this package? No. No news yesterday, it was delivered today, because my dad went to the post office, he had to show his ID, even then he asked, oh, what's, my mother's name? But, yeah. We have him. We finally have him. Now, I was originally planning on keeping this fella in the box because I don't have room right now for a big layout to run him on, and also, I just like the look of this box. But after all my friends Railway Series Thomases have arrived, I have ultimately decided I'm going to open this guy up. I made a little layout here. All unboxing videos will probably be shot right here from now on.
You need help. You need help.
Oh, let me just read this. Dear blank, my mother's name. Thank you very much for purchasing. We hope that the products you pick up will be useful in your daily life. Please give me feedback when you receive. Enjoy, name the seller. That's neat. Anyways, we need to get this guy unboxed. So I paid about $44 for this guy, which is not terrible considering the prices on him for eBay aren't the best. Hold on. I have access to him now. Oh yeah, also my friends are fighting. We had some drama in our last class. Okay, thank God I already planned on opening this because it's not even sealed on this side. Yeah, I apologize if my temper today might get in the way. Oh, okay, it is sealed. Okay, hold on. We're gonna be opening this lad up today, and so we'll run him. Then we'll take a look at everything, we'll run him, then we'll put his box on the shelf and also everything else, because I had to redo my shelf for a second time. Also, I only have one other Plarail box, which is Plarail Diesel 10. He'll be getting involved in this. Let's take a look at the box first. We have the iconic illustration, image of the model, Mattel's logo, the 80th logo, the Thomas logo, Thomas, and there's a little book. I really like this book. Yeah, there's some box damage in here, so that. I'm also going to Japan soon, so I can get a second. I might be going to Japan. Oh, I can see his face. I might be going to Japan later this year, so if I do, I can just get a second one to keep sealed. I forgot Plarail engines had this little styrofoam piece. I forgot if I did an unboxing on my Plarail Diesel 10. He arrived the same day as my Tommy Oliver. I can see the lad, though. First up, we got this little insert thing. There he is. There he is. Plarail Railway Series Thomas. I'll be comparing him to a regular Tommy Thomas. This guy's beautiful. I love him already. This guy released March 15th. I bought him around like March 30th. Another thing I want to try putting the original Tommy shell on his chassis, because this has a white running board. I'm trying to get all the 2003 Plarail engines. I'll probably just get Thomas last because I have this fella. Annie and Clarabelle seem a bit basic, but you know, it's still not a failure toy. Like, it's still... There's a couple of flaws, yes, but virtually everything in this world except Flip-Face Toby has a flaw or two. Even then, with Flip-Face Toby, the tall funnel, it's too tall for him to run on, or run under tunnels. The short funnel isn't accurate. So let's first take a look at Annie and Clarabelle. So... here's Annie. I really like the feel of these faces. It feels like it was just printed on, like with a printer, but like, it still feels very nice. I also finally have a Plarail Annie. I still don't have a regular Plarail Annie. Because some of mine are attached to Thomas, like Steam Along, Talkin' Action. I have the Chuffing Annie now, Railway Series Annie. I feel like we might get more Railway Series engines, but it's either going to be Edward, Henry, and Gordon, or Percy and James. Because Percy and James are the other two relevant characters, but they're going off Railway Series stuff, and I think because of that, James and Percy would also be likely. The 3 Railway engines, I'm sorry. Here's Clarabelle. Same face, just looking a different direction. We got this little booklet. Thomas, Henry, James, Bertie, Trevor, Bill, Ben, Duck. This is actually really neat. I really like this. Oh, I skipped ahead of it. I'm sorry. Percy, Harold, and Edward. $20.25. So was the hit logo. I really appreciate that. Anyways, let's get to the big guns. This lot is beautiful. He looks a little goofy. He kind of looks like Muddy with this, like, white... I don't know what you'd call it. This little white part up here, it looks like a piece of hair. Kind of looks like Muddy. If you get a second one of these, or like a second or third, maybe chop off his face and see how that would look on Muddy. His chassis is a deeper red. It's almost like a blood red. Same decal-like thing. I'm really glad I opened this guy. He's incredible. I feel like he's a bit angled, though. Like, I can't tell. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it feels like his boiler's a bit high. Let's get a battery into him, shall we? I'm gonna be careful with him. So I've never owned a Plarail engine with a white running board. Well, that might be a lie. I'll probably have like one. Does Murdoch have a white running board? He might. But this is kind of what it looks like. I'm getting 2003 James, so I'll probably keep this layout up. So yeah, this is nice. Then there's his shell. He looks pretty nice. Let's get a battery in him. Or, no, let's do something else before we do that. As you all know, Plarail Diesel 10, that's my only other Plarail box. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take Gordon down here. We'll send him to the side. We'll put him back soon. Then we'll put Thomas's box here. Gives me duck. It's a tad bit longer than Diesel 10's box. I really don't like that. I wish they were the same length, but they aren't. Then we'll put Gordon back up here. And I can have both of my Plarail boxes, then my AEG talkers. The Jameses are kind of obscured. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but what are you going to do? Annie and Clarabelle will probably go here, and then I'll put Thomas on here. Stepney and Oliver were moved up here, and some of the die-casts were moved around to accomplish all of this. Anyways, let's run Shumish. So before I run him, I want to compare him to the regular Tommy Thomas. Then I'm going to get the thumbnail for this video, then I will just cut to running soon. So, he's a lot more turquoise. He looks kind of sun-faded. Hold on, I have a sun-faded Tommy Edward. It's one of those ones where it's basically green. Let me grab him out. I got this guy in Thomas Toy Him 8. You guys might remember that. So here is this Edward. He looks blue in here, but he's turquoise in real life. And if I'm comparing them, they actually aren't that different. It looks a bit different on the camera here, but in real life, they look very similar. There's also this streak across Tom's. I don't know if y'all see that, but yeah, they're a very similar color. And then if we compare these guys, it's basically the same generic mold they've been going with. Let me try putting the Tommy chassis on the Railway Series. Or the Tommy shell on the Railway Series chassis. I'll also put a battery in while I'm at it. So, here's the chassis. How well does it run? Okay, that's pretty fast. I've never had, an authentic Plarail model like this. This feels kind of wrong. He looks really good. The wheels are the wrong shade of blue. They're more of a turquoise, so if you do this, I would also swap their wheels. Let's just see what the Railway Series shell looks like on the... Oh, this looks like some Trackmaster... This looks like some Trackmaster 1 stuff. This kind of looks like the Trackmaster 1 Thomas, the original one, or the first Mattel one, the 2009 one. Like the menacing smile, the red running board. Yeah, they look quite similar. But now, let's get their chassis, let's get their shells back on correctly. And then, let's run this little guy. I don't think I've ever done a full-on unboxing and review. I haven't done a review for a while now, but yeah. Ooh, I might need to pick between thumbnail shots because I got some ideas. this fella was certainly worth the price I paid. Yeah, he definitely brightened my day. Finally appeared after 2 days. So yeah, let's end off the video by putting him on the shelf. Yeah. I really like the way he looks. He looks great. I think he would go well with the Plarail Black James, since this is based off the illustration from Thomas and the Trucks, and that's in the same book. That's in the same book as Thomas and the Breakdown Train. So yeah, that might go well with the Black James. We don't have anything from Thomas and Gordon or Thomas's Train, but it's still nice that we have this little fella. Annie and Clarabelle, with some tweaks, can also make very good branch line coaches, since they don't have any stickers. They have a tad bit more detailing, and their faces, because they don't have names, you can just use them as orange branch line coaches. I'm assuming it's the same with Annie and Clarabelle, since imagination, but like these would work better. Like if you don't like customizing like me, or you don't have the money to customize, these would make good orange branch line coaches. And if I go back to another remake, Edward's exploit might be a consideration, just because I have these now. And also, like I showed off that Edward, that could be used as a stun double. So yeah, also that, I want to quickly say something. My old Tommy James, yeah, I was originally going to trade it to Branchline Engines, then we lost contact, the trade was closed, and he fell off my shelf, and he was sound faded already, so yeah, there are some chips on him now. And also my 2003 Plarail James, when that arrives, that's going to need some new gears. So yeah, that's going to need some new gears. So I'm just going to put the motor from my Tommy James in that. And his tender might go to the Edward I showed off. It might. He was probably just going to become my parts engine. I might have an engine to put his face on too. But yeah. Let's put him on the shelf now, shall we? So, shelf. Zoom out. He can just chill here. He looks good, I like him. I would definitely consider buying a second one. Let's put Annie and Clarabelle on the shelf now. So, this is Annie. Put Annie here. Then Clarabelle. Then we can sneak in Clarabelle too. I might consider switching the Thomases, so Railway Series Thomas can be with Annie and Clarabelle. I might consider that, or I might consider moving Annie and Clarabelle up here, and then moving Stepney and Oliver back down to there where they were originally. But yeah, I'm hoping this is the last update the shelf will get. I'm tired of updating it constantly, but yeah, I will see you all in the next video. I'm really happy with this purchase. And yeah, see y'all next time. I got an argument to break up now. See ya!